It is already 15 minutes late started the lecture. Now my screen is visible to everyone. Just one or two
Yes,
students
sir.
can speak. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yes,
Then we
sir.
will start. Okay, I will get the particular response. Still, there are students are just take the permission for granted to admit the sessions. First of all, I'm requesting all the student, please admit at a particular time. It is very difficult for me to admit the particular students when I am starting the presentation. Okay, the first one or two lecture, it will be from my side, I am accepting the student, but the later one, it's very difficult for me to accept those students which have been not present at the particular time. So be prepared with the time also. And I'm also talking to other staff also. He just leave the particular meeting at a particular time. So the students can be take the particular time to log in and admit the particular sessions for the next sessions. Okay. Okay, now I think my screen is visible to all the students and my voice is also audible. Without wasting the much of the time, we will start at the particular sessions of a computer network. First, we will see the actual syllabus overview of the computer network. Before starting the syllabus overview, first we have to see the what is the outcome or what is the perspective of this particular subject. Why we are going to be studying this subject. The main objective of this subject is to understand the basic concept which is related to computer network. How the machines can be communicated, what is data communication, how communication can be occurred, is there any standard, is there any standard protocols are present or not, how they can be achieved by sending the messages, how the communication can be occurred. All these points which will be covered in this particular syllabus, which is called as an computer network. Some basic concepts which is related to computer network in this particular syllabus of the computer networks or the different layers such as OSI reference model, TCP/IP reference model, ATM reference model. There are different reference models are available in computer networks. We are going to study these different models. Out of this, in your syllabus, the OSI reference model is in present, OSI and the TCP/IP reference model. We will see it afterwards. First, we will just take a overview of the computer network syllabus. The outline of the syllabus, it will be broadly divided into 6 parts, or you can say that as 6 units. The first unit is introduction to computer network, and the remaining units, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4, unit 5, and unit 6. These are nothing but the different layers which are associated with OSI reference model. Actually, there are 7 different layers in the OSI reference model. But in the particular sessions or in the particular your syllabus, only few layers means such as network layer, physical layer, data link layer, network layer, transport and application layer. Only these layers are included in your syllabus. That's why your particular syllabus of the computer network is being broadly divided into 6 different units, starting from unit 1 to unit 6. First, we are going to see how we are going to be, which points we are going to be considered in these different units. The first unit. The first unit is nothing but the introduction to computer network. In introduction to computer network, we are going to be see the different points such as data communication. The first point is data communication and the different characteristics which is occurred in data communication. In data communication, we are going to be see the actual definition of data communication. What are the different characteristics associated with data communication, or is there any different components or the different types of the communications can be present in computer networks. The next point in introduction to computer network is data representation. In computer network, how you are going to be represent the data. Suppose you just take the example, the communication between the two persons or the two human beings. We can just consider one example. For the communication between the two persons, we can communicate with your language, either your mother tongue, national language, or the internationally well-known language, which is called as English language. For that languages, we have to know some basic points, grammar असतील किंवा बाकीचे काय असेल, phonology असेल, and then we are going to be say that the two persons are communicating each other. The same thing can be offered for the computers. There are some standard mechanisms are there. There are some standard protocols are present. There are some standard techniques are present, and these are nothing but the different data representational techniques. How we can represent your data while transferring the message from one machine to another machines. We can be seeing this particular point, which is called as a data representation. And these are the nothing but the different types of data representation, such as text, numbers, images, audio, or video. You can represent your data. Then the next point is nothing but the types of data flow. There are different types of data flow, such as simplex data flow, half duplex, full duplex data flow. Means either all the machines are taken the active participation in the particular computer network, or when we are going to be say that two machines are communicating with each other, only one machine at a time are communicating with each other, or both the machines are involved in the particular communication, while communications can be occurred, which is nothing but the full duplex. The next point is the different application of computer network. Means what is the advantages of computer network, or in what related areas we can be uses this computer network. Means the computer network can be used in business applications, or it can be used in home applications, or it can be mobile user applications. The next point is the hardware part. The hardware part which is included in the computer networks. And these nothing but is broadly divided into 2 points, either broadcast communication or the broadcast hardware, and the second one is point to point. The next point is network topology. We will all familiar with these topologies. In the fundamental also we can be studied, or in the operating system we can also be studying these different types of topologies, such as bus topology, star topology, ring topology, mesh topology, hybrid topology. These are the different topologies which are included in the network topology. Means the different machines, how the different machines are communicating with each other with a definite structure. Either they are with the help of the bus, or there can be arranged in a star-like structure. On that basis, these topologies can be organized. The next point is network types. There are different types of networks, such as LAN, local area network, metropolitan area network, wide area network, personal area network, wireless network, home network, or inter-network. Then the next point is protocols and the standards. In the particular component networks, there are standard protocols are present. While we are going to be communicating by the two machines, there are standard protocols we are going to be used, or we can see the different standards. Just such, we can take one example. I am audible to all of you? Yes, anyone speak? I am audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Okay, then no problem. Otherwise, it is happened that I am speaking and there is no response. So in between the particular some points, I am just asking whether my voice is audible or my screen is visible or not. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Whether I am going very fast or slow.
So little fast. You are going a
No, it's
little fast.
okay.
Sir, very fast.
Very fast. Okay.
Very
Good.
Very
slow,
fast.
sir.
Very slow. Okay. They can
Sir,
I
little bit fast.
there. Okay. Okay. I can adjust myself according to the your convenience. Okay. Not little slow, not very fast. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. First one or two lectures, it will be just happened in middle. because I'm not understand you because I'm not seeing you physically. So it is very difficult for me whether you are understanding me or not, whether I am fast or whether I am slow. So I can adjust my speed according to all the students. I am just taking the average of all the students, and according to that, I'm adjusting myself. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then the last point in the introduction to computer network is protocols and standards. As we see the example, the communication between the two persons, there are some protocols or there are some standard languages you are going to be using. The same techniques can be occurred in the network also. There are some standard mechanisms are present, or there are some standard reference models are present, such as OSI reference model.
स्टूडेंट लोगों के माइक की वजह से कुछ सुनने को नहीं आ रहा सर।
क्या हो रहा है?
स्टूडेंट लोगों के माइक की वजह से कुछ सुनने को नहीं आ रहा।
I am requesting to all the student, please mute yourself at your end. Okay. Now I am audible. I am audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We can continue with the last point, which is a
Yes, sir.
protocol. Okay. Okay. I receive your message. Let's start with the last point. Nothing but the protocol standard. The same way, the component network has its own standard and adds its own protocols. I am requesting you all the student, please unmute at yourself. Okay. Okay, the last point, we will do the last point, protocol and standards. There are some standard mechanisms are present, such as, I think not all the students are unmuting your mic at your end. So I'm again and again, I'm requesting to all the students, please unmute at your side. If any one of the student is remain present, it is very difficult to listen other student also. Okay. We'll start it with the last point, protocol and standards. There are some standard mechanisms are present, such as OSI reference model, TCP/IP reference model. Only these two reference models are included in your syllabus. But there is another reference models now upcoming. There is called as ATM reference model or wireless protocols. These are the different techniques now currently in market. All these we are going to be see, and there are different standards. All these standards and the protocols we are going to be see in this particular point, which is called as a protocol and standard. The next chapter is unit 2, which is called as a network models. In this network model, we are going to be see the two different models. The first one is the OSI model, and the second one is TCP/IP reference model in a detailed manner. What are the different layers which are present in the OSI model? How the particular layer has been interacted? How the message can be transferred from one layer to another layer, and how the communication can be occurred. Nowadays, you are just pressing the one button, and the connections can be happened. Suppose you are going to be in your lab also. You are just log in, enter the password, and all machines it will be connected. But in that process, it will be taken within the fraction of the second. Suppose you can send the message to the another machine within the fraction of the second, the message it will be received at the other side. But that within the fraction of second, lot of activities it can be handled at the background side, and we are going to see all these activities, how this message can be conveyed, how the message can be transferred, how the machines can be interact with each other, and why and ultimately the communications can be occurred. All this we are going to be seeing in this particular chapter, which is called as a network models. We broadly divided into two models. The one is OSI reference model, second one is TCP/IP reference model. The next point is addressing mechanism. Now you are going to
Can't hear your voice, sir.
can't hear. I am audible now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, then continue with the next point. Okay, we will continue with the next point, the addressing
Okay.
mechanism. Okay, then you can unmute at your side. We will start it with the second point, the addressing mechanism. How, what is the addressing mechanism? Now currently you can use your Gmail account or Gmail address or your postal address. Means it's your identity to convey the messages or to receive the messages. That is nothing but the addressing mechanism. The same thing, it can be occurred in the networking also. On that basis, the addressing mechanism, it can be broadly divided into number of parts, such as physical addressing mechanism, logical addressing mechanism, port addressing mechanism, or there are some special addressing mechanism are also be present. We will see all these different points in much differ in the particular section, which is called as an addressing mechanism in network model. This is nothing but your unit 2. Next one is the unit 3. Unit 3 is nothing but the physical layer. Now from the unit 2, it will be started the different layers of the OSI reference model. Means each and every layer has been participating in the communication between the two machines, and all these different layer has play its own individual role. Each and every layer has its respective different tasks. Means physical layer has doing the different tasks, network layer is doing the different tasks, transport layer is doing the different tasks, application layer, presentation layer, session layer. These are the different layers. Each and every one layer has been complete its own task. And then only after the completion of all these layers, then you can see that the communications can be occurred. And it's totally depends upon the what kind of machines which are currently present in the network, what kind of network topologies we are going to be consider, what kind of structure we are going to be used in the computer networks. All these point it will be considered and depends upon each and every layer has its own distinct functions. Therefore, the particular OSI model, it will be broadly divided into different layers. Now the unit 3 is nothing but the physical layer. In physical layer, we are going to be see the different signals such as analog signal and digital signals. Or we can say that the digital signal bit rate, bit length. Apart from that, there are different transmission media. The particular transmission is either broadband or the baseband. These are the different transmission techniques we are going to be seeing in the physical layers. The next one is there are different transmission impacts or there are different errors has been occurred in the computer network, or some message has been lost, or some connection error has been occurred, or some anything can be happen in between the network. And that is nothing but the transmission impairs. That is of attenuations or distortions and the noise. We are going to be see what are the different types of noise, what are the different types of distortions, how you can be recover it, and how you can be communicate with each other, the machines. All these parts are nothing but the transmissions. Next, we are going to be see the data rate limits. That is nothing but the noiseless channels or the Shannon's law. Then the next point comes the performance of the network. The performance of the network is totally depends upon the number of factors. What kind of bandwidth you are going to be used, what what kind of throughput you can be achieved, what is latency, or whether the delay has been occurred, or whether the jitter is present in the network. These are the different parameters: is bandwidth, throughput, latency, delay product, and jitter. These are the different parameters which can affect the performance of the network. How you can be achieve these points? You can see in this particular point, which is called as a performance of the networks. If performance of the all these parameters are good, then automatically the performance of the network is being increases. The next point is the different line coding characteristics or the different line coding schemes. There are two line coding schemes. One is polar and another one is non-polar schemes. Or you can say that the some Manchester or the different problems which comes under the heading of the physical layer. Now continue with the physical layer. The next point is transmission modes. There are different types of transmissions, or you can say that there are different types of communication, either synchronous communication, or asynchronous communication, or parallel communication, or serial communication. These are the different types of transmission modes: serial, parallel, synchronous, and asynchronous. These are the different transmission modes. Then we will see the next point is multiplexing, FDM and TDM. FDM is nothing but the frequency division multiplexing. TDM is time division multiplexing. Then the next point is switching techniques. There are different switching techniques, either circuit switching, message switching, or packet switching. In circuit switching, the direct circuit is established between the sender and the receiver. Means at the sender side and receiver side are connected with each other by using exclusive circuit. That is nothing but the circuit switching. But when we are going to use the message switching, the explicit circuit is not been established between the two machines, but the communication can be occurred by using the messages. The message is being sent by the sender, and the receiver is accepting the message which is sent by the sender. And in packet switching, the packets are sent from the sender side, and at the receiver side, packet is received. There are different formats are available for message switching as well as packet switching. When we are going to use the message switching, there is a fixed format to send the message. And when we are going to use the packet switch, there is fixed format to send the packets. All these nothing but the different switching techniques which is occur in physical layer. Is audible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, screen also available.
Yes, sir.
Screen. Okay, then
Yes,
no
sir.
problem. Are you understanding? Okay, what kind of points we are going to be studying in this particular syllabus?
Yes.
That's why I am taking this particular lecture, this complete overview of the syllabus. At least you just understand what we are going to be learn in this particular syllabus. The next one is data link layer. In data link layer, there are different framing. The first point is framing techniques. In that, we are going to be set the different character count, flag count, starting and ending flags with bit stuffing. And we are going to be using the message switching or packet switching. There is a fixed format. Okay. Then we are going to be uses the different flags, whether the starting the flag or ending the flag. If any error has been occurred, then one particular flag has been activated. The reset flag, start flag, stop flag, reset, end, begin. These are the different kinds of flag we are going to be user in this particular structure format. Now, all these concepts are come under the heading of the framing. What is that framing? We are going to see all these points in this particular section, which is called as a framing. Then the error detection. While transmitting the messages or while transmitting the packets, there are some errors has been occurred, and that error is nothing but the Hamming distance error or the CRC, means cyclic redundancy check. Different error has been occurred. If error has been occurred, then what can we do, or the how the networks can be recover these errors, and how these errors can be resolved. That is nothing but the error detection code. And next point is elementary data link protocols. There are different protocols, either simplex stop and wait protocol, or the different protocols for the noisy channels, or triple P protocol, or HDLC protocol. These are the different types of protocols we are going to be used in data link layer. The next point is sliding window protocols. In sliding window protocol, we are going to be use the different sliding window protocols for the 1 bit or pipelining, selective bit, selective repeat. These are the different protocols. Then the next protocol is random access protocols. Means in data link layer, we are going to be using the different protocols. These are the some elementary protocols. These are the some protocols which are related with the sliding window protocols. Then we will use the different random access protocols. In that, we are going to use the Aloha protocols, means either pure or the slotted Aloha protocol, or CSMA. CSMA means carrier sends multiple access protocol, or you can use the carrier sends multiple access with collision detection protocol, carrier sends multiple access with collision avoidance protocol. These are nothing but the CSMA CD, CSMA CA. These are the protocols associated with random access protocols. Then we will see that some control access protocols. It can be for the polling as well as token passing protocols. And suppose you are going to be uses the ring structure or the ring topology. In that ring topology, suppose you are using the ring topology in the network, then you can use the token passing approach. Suppose you are using the bus network topology, then you are going to be uses the polling techniques, or you can use as the reservation. It totally depends upon the what kind of networks it can be arranged for the machines in the network. The next one is different channelization methods, either FDMA, TDMA, or CDMA. FDMA means frequency division multiple access. FDMA means frequency division multiple access. TDMA means time division multiple access. Collision detection medium avoidance. These are the different channelization techniques. It can be conquered. Next unit is associated with network layer. I am audible to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. This is totally a theoretical paper, but I am making some excitement while delivering the particular lecture, some diagrams and some techniques it can be arranged. So you will not be bored during the particular session. These are the some points which is related with the syllabus of the network. So there are a lot of texts are present. While we are going to be started the particular chapters, then automatically some diagrams are present, some text is there in the PPT. So you are not going to be bored. So nothing worry about that particular sections. You are just seeing the particular lecture or the listening. Okay. Okay. The next point is nothing but the network layer. Network layer is broadly divided into two sections. One is Internet Protocol version 4 and Internet Protocol version 6. These are the two different protocols, IP protocols. It can be used in the network layer. IP protocols means there is a fixed format of the internet protocol for sending the packets. Means there is a fixed format. It is a 256 bits. Some bits it will be associated for this build. This bit is associated for this build. Means source address, destination address. Some flags are there. Some start communication, end communications. And these are the different points which are come under the heading of that particular fixed format size. Yes, sir. Suppose you are taking the example of your Gmail. It will be started from to, from, subject, send. These are the different fixed format is there. The same way the internet protocol have this fixed format, and we are going to be send the message or packet in the fixed format. And these are nothing but the protocols, and that is called as an internet protocol. And for that we are going to see the two versions, version 4 and version 6. Means in IPv4, we are going to be using the different addressing mechanism, either classful addressing or classless addressing mechanism, or network address translation mechanism. I think you have heard about the firewall and all the things. All these points are come under this particular heading, which is called as network address translation. All the students are requesting to unmute at your own side. Okay, you just heard the terms firewall. Yeah, yes or no? Yes, anybody tell? Yes.
Yes,
All
sir.
this. Okay. No. Okay. Or just regarding the firewall or some address translation, Ethernet address is converted to IP address, or IP address is converted to Ethernet address. By just taking the example of your BCL lab. Suppose you are going to get this lab, it will be connected to the network administrator, and then network administrator is connected to the outside the network. Means outside the network first comes the address to the particular at the server side, and then it will be comes to your machines. There is some address translation mechanism is there. Ethernet address is converted into IP address, IP address is converted to Ethernet address. That mechanism will be handled by the network address translation mechanism. These are the some points which is related with the net. It can be seen, you are going to see in this particular section, which is called Internet Protocol version 4. And the next point is BP, means datagram format. There is a, I'm already said, there is a fixed format. There is nothing but the datagram. Then we are going to be say the fragmentation techniques, then the checksum options. We will see these particular terms which is related with operating system fragmentation. The same concepts we are going to be also present in the networking, but with some twisting. Fragmentation related with the network operating system. The same, it will be repeated for Internet Protocol version 6. There is a fixed packet format, fixed structure, addressing mechanism, and the extensions which are occurred in the version 6. Now the last point is Unit 6 is transport and the application layer. Transport and application layer. It will be broadly divided into two protocols. The one is UDP protocol. Your next session is at 1 o'clock. Yes. My voice is audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Your next session is at 1 o'clock. Okay.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. So now I'm stop the particular sessions because you have to some time also to log into the particular sessions also. Is there any problem regarding the
sir.
syllabus for you?
No, sir.
You just spend 5 minutes for any point. If you have got any doubts, you can ask me.
Sir, share PPT on group.
Yeah. Yes.
PPT part, sir.
You just don't worry regarding my PPT. After the completion of that particular sessions or after the completion of the chapter, I will send it the whole chapter PPT in a PDF format. So it
Okay,
is
sir.
not necessary to write anything. You just log in and just full concentrate on that particular my lecture.
Okay,
I
sir.
am providing my all my PPTs.
Okay, okay.
But just after the end of the particular chapter. So it is very helpful for you after the end of the chapter. So
Yes, sir.
either I have to send at every day. I have to send 5 PPT. Instead of that, I'm just sending the chapter wise PPT. So it is very easier for your side also to record it. Any other
Okay, sir.
problems?
No.
Whether I'm
Sir,
going? Yes.
is this subject divided in particular two parts?
Yes. Yes. Yes, Sahil.
Is this subject divided in two parts?
Is this subject divided into two parts? Means I can't understand your question.
Like the DBMS 1, DBMS 2.
Huh. Huh. So in first semester you are okay. In first semester you are studying the operating system. The next point is next year is network operating system. And if you are going to be further for the PG level, there is a distributed operating system or the distributed system, parallel operating system. These are the different systems which has comes in the later studies. But distributed operating system is been not present in at UG level. It will be present at the PG level. A little bit complications is there in distributed.
Okay, sir.
Any other questions?
Oh, sir.
Sir, I have a question.
Okay, speak.
Sir, can you make the notes of the can you make the PPT in group?
Yes. Don't worry. After the completion of every chapter, I will sending my PPT in PDF format. So you just don't worry regarding that. That's
Okay,
why
sir.
I'm okay. One more point. I just want to clear it. In my presentation, there are some points are in much differ also. So because I am just considering this for, I'm just making this PPT for online teaching as well as at your side for the note side. So there are some lengthy PPTs are also be present, but I am trying to explain each and everything while using. If the diagram is present, then I am trying to explain with the help of the diagram so you can be understand very well. But there are some text material is there. You can be read the particular text material for your notes purpose also. That's I am just keeping in mind that particular point. That's why I am preparing this PPT for my side and your side also, just considering your side also for notes purpose. That's why I'm preparing this PPT. Therefore, I am taking some points from the vision publications as well as some points from the reference books also. So you just don't worry regarding the PPT and sharing of the PPTs. There may
Thank you,
be
sir.
some okay. There may be some more text. It will be present in some PPTs also, but it will be beneficial at your side. That's why I'm making such kind of PPTs.
हॅलो सर
Otherwise, yes,
प्रॅक्टिकल होणार आहेत का याचे
प्रॅक्टिकल बद्दल तर अजून तर काही आम्हाला इन्स्ट्रक्शन नाही आलेले. ते सप्टेंबरच्या पुढेच ते ठरवलं जाईल. म्हणजे ऍज पर द UGC and the government guidelines, and we are trying to take the practical also, but at this moment no,
ओके ओके सर
because it is very difficult to take the practicals online.
येस सर
Okay, just wait and see what kind of rules and regulations it will be taken by the government in just few months. I think there will be a new guidelines which will be issued at in the month of September. So it will be very clear cut idea.
ओके सर
But during the session, you are audible and my screen is present. Okay. Is there any problem?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, then thank you very much for all the students. And we will stop. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.